Look, I am telling you right now, the energy in the room is absolutely through the roof because Mock Draft 2.0 is officially here and it is purely for the fans. You guys shattered that 1,500 like goal on the first video, and like I said, promises made are promises kept, so today the draft board is officially open for business. We aren't just sitting back and playing it safe today. We are moving, we are shaking, and we are completely overhauling this Chicago roster with a multiple trade masterclass that is going to have the rest of the league on notice. If you want drama, if you want high-stakes value, and if you want a team that actually scares people when they see us on the schedule, you've come to the right place. Before we reveal this absolute haul, do me a massive favor, smash that like button, share this video with every single fan you know, and subscribe to the channel right now so you never miss a beat of our draft coverage. Now, let's get into the heat of it. Does it feel like we are constantly just one big move away from greatness? Or is the stress of being a fan just part of our DNA? Seriously, think about that as we look at our first shockwave, a massive trade down with the Raiders. We are jumping out of the first round entirely, moving from 25 all the way to 36. But check the value. We are picking up number 67 and all we're giving back is a late 4th rounder at 129. We are dropping 11 spots in the top 40 but catapulting ourselves up over 60 spots from the late 4th to the early 3rd round. In a draft like this, where pick 25 might not even have a true first-round grade left on the board, this is a move you make in a heartbeat unless there is a player you are head over heels in love with. With that first pick at 36, we are locking in the absolute ball hawk out of Toledo, Emmanuel mcneil-warren. This guy is the definition of a modern hybrid safety. He's 6 feet 2 inches, 202 pounds, and he has rare size for a back-end defender, making him a formidable force. Toledo has quietly become a draft factory, and mcneil-warren is a pro-ready stud with 13 forced turnovers in the last 3 seasons, including 8 forced fumbles and 5 interceptions. He owns an elite Pro Football Focus coverage grade of 91. Which ranks him at the very top of his class. He can play down in the box, man up against shifty slots, or patrol center field with his 4.52 speed. Let's be real. Our safety room is thin right now with free agency looming and no one under contract for next season. We need a cornerstone who can hit like a truck and read a quarterback's eyes, and he is that guy. He fits exactly what this defense wants. A versatile chess piece who can blanket tight ends and crash the run with authority. But we are just getting started. It's time for the question of the day. With the defensive trenches needing a total makeover, do you think a high-motor edge rusher or a space-eating defensive tackle is the bigger priority for Chicago right now? Drop your logic in the comments. I'm reading every single one to see where you guys stand. Moving into round 2 at pick 57, we are going with Derrick Moore, the edge rusher from Michigan. If you've been watching the Senior Bowl this week, you've seen this man making himself a literal fortune. At 6 feet 3 inches and 260 pounds with massive 34-inch arms, he is a speed-to-power nightmare. He racked up 10 sacks and 5 tackles for loss for the Wolverines this year, proving he's not just a viral clip, he's a consistent, high-IQ producer who earned first-team All-Big Ten honors. He fits the mold of a physical, long-armed defender who can set the edge and bully tackles from day one. He's the kind of player who doesn't just win on athleticism. He wins with a plan, showing an in-depth understanding of hand usage and a motor that never stops. And because we love the chaos, we're trading down again. We're moving from 67 to 75 in a deal with the Dolphins, turning another 5th rounder into a 4th rounder in the process. We are loading up in that critical 2nd to 4th round sweet spot where the real roster depth is built. At pick 75, we're taking Darrell Jackson Jr. from Florida State. This man is an absolute mountain, 6 feet 5 inches, 337 pounds, and he plays with a level of violence that you just can't teach. He was the best player at the Shrine Bowl, earned a late Senior Bowl invite, and is skyrocketing up boards as we speak. He's a natural, he's massive, he's explosive, and he's exactly the kind of interior force we've been missing to demand double teams and free up our linebackers. Finally, we head to the offensive side at pick 89 with J.C. Davis out of Illinois. He's a 4-year starter who successfully jumped from New Mexico to the Big Ten without breaking a sweat, earning All-Mountain West and All-Big Ten honors along the way. He's 6 feet 4 inches, 335 pounds, and he was one of the highest-graded tackles in the country this year. With the left tackle situation in a state of flux, you can never have enough depth on the line. He's a high-floor prospect with starting upside who brings the kind of mean streak we need in the trenches. He possesses a natural anchor that keeps him grounded against speed rushers and has played nearly every snap over the last 2 years, proving he is the definition of durable. Speaking of playmakers, at pick 111, we're grabbing a true vertical threat, Derrick McAlister from TCU. This guy has a unique size-speed YC combo that makes him a matchup nightmare. At 6 feet 3 inches and 205 pounds, he finished with 1,190 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns this year, including a breathtaking 254-yard performance against SMU. He's not just a deep threat who can go up and get the football. He's a beast after the catch who runs angry and makes defenders bounce off him. He led the nation in first down catch percentage, proving he is a chain mover when the game is on the line. If our receiver room sees any shakeups next year, McAlister has the tools to walk in and compete for a major role immediately. To wrap this thing up in the late rounds, we're taking some massive swings on elite traits. First, Eric Gentry from USC at pick 213. He is a 6 feet 6 inches freak athlete who plays linebacker with incredible range and an 87th percentile 40 time of 4.56. He's raw, and he definitely needs to add some weight to his frame, but you simply cannot coach that kind of height and 99th percentile length. Whether you keep him at linebacker or try to develop him into a situational edge rusher, the upside is too high to pass up in the 7th round. Then at 242, we add Grayson Halton from Oklahoma. At 6 feet 2 inches and 292 pounds, he is an explosive interior presence who recorded 7 tackles for loss and 3.5 sacks this year. He's a relentless disruptor with a 33-inch vertical jump who can provide valuable, high-energy rotation in the middle of our defense. This draft was a clinic on maximizing value and rebuilding the backbone of this team. We moved around, gathered extra capital, and still landed impact players who can contribute from the jump. We addressed the safety position, bolstered both sides of the line of scrimmage, and added an explosive weapon to the passing game. It's a bold strategy, but fortune favors the bold in this league, and this is the kind of haul that changes the trajectory of a franchise. I want to know your grade for this mock. Give me an A, B, C, D, or F in the comments right now. If you were one of the people hoping for a trade up, don't panic. We've got more mocks coming down the pipeline where we're going to get even more aggressive in the other direction. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one, and let's keep this conversation going. It's a wild time to be a fan, and we are just getting started. Bear down.